Another interesting area for a lot of people is boundaries. You're able to hold a shape, to hold a form. So Francis, if you do this as well, how does he hold that? Does he over push, yeah, and lose his balance, or does he kind of have a capacity to sort of collapse and not really hold that form? And again, you can add content to this. So this is another saying no exercise, essentially. What's the boundary he needs to hold in his life? Whether that's saying no to too much client work, to going on Facebook, to whatever it is he needs to say no to.
I think, again, for me, the core thing around boundaries is this balance of yin and yang. How can I assert a positive boundary without becoming aggressive, and without collapsing? So this balance of yin and yang in how I form a boundary, I need both. We've looked at yin and yang and using them in different circumstances. Like some circumstances, it's helpful to have more yin, some it's helpful to have more yang. But for me, around relating particularly, it's a balance of the two. Like, how do I create the balance of the two in myself and embody that in such a way that I meet the other in as healthy and positive a way as possible, so that our relating can be as conscious and at ease as it possibly could be, rather than there being conflicts or misunderstandings.
Just encourage anyone out there, say as a coach or working with other people, be creative with this. It's not hard to think of your own little embodied metaphors or embodied ways of working with something that's interesting for you or someone you're working with. Always bearing in mind consent, calibration, and general respect, listening to when the body and the person says no. So as well as the pushing forms, you can also work with pulling forms, and these have a slightly different feel and can bring up a kind of different emotional tone as to how you relate and for working with different kinds of issues. So this is quite a nice grip, kind of like Roman handshake, double grip. You can either work keeping your balance, again, so you're one leg forward, so keeping your balance, or you can work in this kind of codependent form where you're both essentially reliant on each other so you don't fall. Yeah.